Welcome to the home of the champions, the seedbed of successful individuals, the Misamis Oriental General Comprehensive High School. Standing strong and proud, waving her banner of honor, dignity, and fame at the heart of the city of Golden Friendship, is a 2 year younger than a century academic institution that caters to her clients coming from the different parts of the province and generally from the city. Mogchs was formerly named Misamis Oriental High School, or MOHS, was founded by Don Apolinar Velez E. Ramos, the first elected governor of Misamis province that then composed the present province of Misamis Oriental and Misamis Occidental. The school was formally inaugurated on December 15, 1909, with an impressive array of national officials attending the ceremony, headed by American Governor General William Cameron Forbes. In honor of Don Apolinar Velez, a statue of a soldier riding on a horseback was constructed at the very facade of the administration building. This statue greets anyone entering the campus and reminds him of the greatness of the founder of this school. MOHS held its first graduation in 1922 with only a handful of graduates. Now it has grown to raise and produce thousands of graduates, making it one of the biggest high schools in the country. On June 1, 1965, Republic Act 4247 converted Misamis Oriental High School, MOHS, into a national high school to be known as Misamis Oriental General Comprehensive High School, Mogchs. Despite the changes of its name and some vicissitudes brought about by the passage of time, Mogchs, considered as the seedbed of successful individuals, has been continuously producing local and national leaders, famed professionals, and successful businessmen. Among them are Senator Aquilino Nining Pimentel, Congressman Constantino Haraula, former Mayor Ruben Canoy, former Congressman Erasmo Damasing, Ernesto Tamparo, Pelino Neri, Francisco Galarita, Henry Canoy, former Governor Pomobono Adaza, Pedro Melendez, and retired Brigadier General Alfredo Olano. Mogchs has been of service to her clientele from the different parts of the province and generally from the city, with the able leadership of the past 24 principals since 1910 to the present. The first American principal is Mr. Blissing in 1910 until 1914. The last American principal to serve the school was William Goldrich in 1927 until 1929. Simeon Valley in 1928 became the first Filipino principal, while Luz Melendez in 1948 became the first lady principal. In the year 1970, Francisco Galarita became the first alumnus principal, with his successor Nenita Dael, followed by Pedrito de Acac, and was succeeded by Angela Paler in 2002-2003, and Maximo Natindim became the second alumnus principal. And presently, Mogchs is now under the able captainship of Mr. Pedro H. Montejo, the 25th and the centennial principal of Mogchs. Mr. Montejo continues pooling resources and makes strong representations with outside linkages for infrastructures and other development facilities to maintain the school's premier standing. Working hand in hand with Mr. Montejo to deliver quality service to the students are the very supportive, active, and dynamic department heads. Officer in charge, Science Department, Mrs. Emma Kaintik. Mathematics Department, headed by Mr. Nelson Absin. Mrs. Rodora Gallares, Head Filipino Department. Music, Arts, Physical Education and Health Department, headed by Mr. Manuel Hanovas. English Department, headed by Mrs. Vicenta Apepe. The Technology and Livelihood Education Department headed by Mr. Sencoroso Montiel Jr. Mr. Miguel Bertadazo, Secondary School Head Teacher 4 of Araling Panlipunan Department. And Values Education Department headed by Mrs. Lourdes Abrigana. Aside from the academics, Mogchs also offers several skill subjects in the 3rd and 4th year levels. Among them are computer, electronics, drafting and civil technology, automotive, dressmaking, and culinary arts. Mogchs is committed to the development of the total child. Because of this, aside from academic development, clubs for enhancement of skills and talents are in place. Some of these are journalism, the Missourian Church for English writers, ang Gintong Bagwis for Filipino writers, also cheer dance troupe, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Drum and Bugle Corps, Glee Club, Rondalia, Campus Ministry, and the Supreme Student Council. Also, Mogchs pride itself for having complete facilities than any other public high school. Internet-connected computer, science laboratory, library, guidance services, clinic, ambulance, canteen, administration, staff and alumni office, sports center, and social hall that gives excellent services to her clients. Mogchs, being tagged as the home of champions, has been waving her banner of fame and honor as the students and teachers have continuously brought home beacons to the school in different contest areas in division, regional, and national levels. To name a few, in journalism writing contests, investigatory projects, in mathematics competitions, in cheer dance competitions, in drum and bugle festival, and the technology and livelihood education skills competitions. Misamis Oriental General Comprehensive High School, the home of champions, the seedbed of successful leaders, professionals, businessmen, the biggest public high school in the province with more than 7,000 students, loved and cared for by 300 teachers and staff, continues to soar high with pride, honor, dignity, and fame as it unceasingly provides services to her clientele.